Hi, this is Portia Angel with Angel Conversations, and in this video, we are going to be talking about the importance of revealing that which needs healing. If this sounds like something you know you need to listen to, stick around. So in my last video series, I talked about going through spiritual death and ultimately resurrection and all of the glory that can come from that. But even in that, it takes a lot of boldness to walk fully healed in your resurrection, to uncover the mysteries of one's life and previous programming that got you buried in the first place. You may have bounced back from whatever has occurred in the past and, be living your life right now. But if you're not completely freed up, and I'm going to explain what that means, that can oftentimes keep you suffering in silence. And so we're not truly revealing, we're not fully revealing all that has happened to us so that we can truly heal from it. So the first thing is you remain internally bound. That means that you are not feeling the freedom to do certain things, to say certain things, to associate with certain people. Not saying that you need to associate with everybody, because you don't need to. We don't need to associate with everybody, but just not feeling the freedom to go certain places. You feel like you can't really move forward in certain areas of your life. In certain relationships, you always reach a certain brick wall. For an example, if someone experiences some sort of physical or emotional trauma, that may keep a person from really being fully intimate, not necessarily sexually, but fully intimate and transparent with another individual. That is an example of being internally bound. So there's a lot of fear-based energy that can still permeate life without fully revealing all of the trauma that you need healing from. And this leads into the second thing, which is delayed healing and ultimately wasted time. So we only have a finite amount of time here on planet Earth. And all of the years that we sometimes allow to go by from the first onset of trauma up until the part where we finally address it, there can be so many missed opportunities for healthy relationships or opportunities to heal. And we delay that healing thinking that time heals all wounds. Time does not often heal all wounds. It can help you forget momentarily about certain things until a trigger comes. And then it's like you're right back where you were years ago based off of something somebody said or did now is not even tied or connected to a previous experience in your past that has weighed so heavily on your psyche. And so delaying your healing means wasted time that you could have been moving so much further in your life or getting to so many more breakthroughs in your life in certain areas of life. And not revealing what needs healing ultimately means the longer you stay in this state, it's almost like a state of, I want to say, purgatory or a comatose state, where you're technically alive, but you're not fully there. It's almost like becoming the living dead. So there might have been things that you've wanted to do or you wanted to do years ago. And because you've remained internally bound and you've not felt free and completely healed to move forward in certain aspects of your life, those dreams die. Those motivations and those ambitions, they start to decay. Things start to dissolve and fade away. The life and the vibrance and the vitality that you once had has now somehow dissipated. And it's like you're waking up like some sort of robot going through the motions. You get up and you go to work and you come home and you do whatever other obligatory things you have to do throughout the week, and there's really no life. It's like dying inside because you're suffering inside and suffering in silence and not fully revealing all that needs healing. The fourth thing that can often happen when things go untreated, this is not just a physical thing, This is also an emotional thing, a mental thing, a spiritual thing that can extend into the physical. So whenever there is some sort of internal, intangible, emotional, mental, spiritual trauma or hurt that has gone unchecked, that can become more things that can eventually equal physical matter and illness in the body. And I've often heard it said that whatever you experience in your physical body is literally a direct correlation with what you have experienced in your life outside of your body. So for instance, someone who feels like they've got so many burdens that they've been just carrying forever, they might experience back pain. This is just an example of what is it that, someone could be carrying that's so heavy that is now shown up as physical pain throughout their body. And once you begin to ask those underlying questions, you can then begin to uncover and to come to some sort of realization, a revealing, an unveiling of sorts that can help you get to a certain place of healing in your life. But once you start experiencing physical illness, that's when you know it's really time to do some internal, emotional, mental, and spiritual work. The fifth thing that unfortunately can happen by way of not revealing what needs healing in your life is you enable dysfunction to not only continue within you and in your experiences, but in the lives of those around you, especially as it connects to family. So if a mother has been traumatized or victimized in the most unfathomable ways and does not get healing for that, oftentimes her children will experience the same things that she has been unwilling to talk about. And so it plagues her. And then watching that unfold in her children's life, because it wasn't something that she unveiled. It wasn't something that she talked about. It wasn't something that she got therapy and counseling for, or even enrolled children into. The same thing goes with fathers. Fathers who experience certain things in their life and then watch that same thing happen to their sons or even to their daughters. A repetitive thing that goes from generation to generation. This is how generational curses form. Someone is not willing to be honest with themselves and with their family and with their children. And so then it perpetuates. So what you don't come clean about, what you don't confess to, is allowed to lie in your life and in the lives of your family, and it perpetuates dysfunction. And the last thing that happens when we don't reveal what needs to be healed, we internalize the guilt and the shame that comes as a byproduct of seeing our lives in shambles. And if we have children, of seeing the same stuff unfold with the ones that we have birthed into the world. And so the guilt and the shame further holds us back, because now you think, I don't deserve, I'm unworthy to have better. I'm unworthy to speak my truth because look at what my truth has done. Not knowing the truth that you're withholding that has caused a curse is also the truth that you can reveal to break the curse and to receive help. It's almost like when you have a wound and you constantly cover it up and you don't want anybody to touch it. You don't want anybody to see it. It has a propensity to become infected. It has a propensity not to receive healing aids and treatment balms that could really get in there and clear out the infection. When you go out into the sun and you allow a wound to receive healing rays from the sunlight and for the air, the oxygen to come in and breathe on that thing, that's when new life can form. That's when wounds can heal and scars and scabs can begin to take place. And it's not just this oozing gush of just a seeping spore of hurt and trauma. It's important to tell what is going on with you, to release what has held you bound, to let go of the ties that bind you. And I know that can sound easier said than done, but think about it. What's more difficult, to stay where you've been bound and unseen, unheard, Some of you need to use your voice to speak up and speak your truth. Some of you need to make a call or take an action that is going to set you free and also in the process set other people free. Some of you are being called to utilize and to break out of whatever coffins people have tried to put you in, so that you can free up your life and live the purpose that God has given you to the fullest, so that you can reclaim your time, so that you can be the light that you're supposed to be in this world. You deserve happiness. You deserve joy. You deserve fulfillment. And I'm just here to encourage you now to remove all of the blockades, to remove all of the hindrances, and to uncover and to reveal everything that needs to be healed in your life that is keeping you held back, that is keeping you stuck. You may be living another day, but are you truly living? Are you truly living to your full capacity? That's the question I want to leave with you. And that's what I have for you in this video. So if this message is resonating with you strongly, please let me know in the comments. Share the video if you feel it can be beneficial to somebody else. If you haven't done so already, subscribe if you like this elevating content, and give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help the algorithm for other people to see this video as it circulates. And until the next one, I hope you stay safe, be blessed, and bye for now.